You know, with the news that I've talked about coming January 22nd, basically a week from this Tuesday, when the assets of THQ's games will be sold, the games that they've been working on will be sold, the question still is arising, what company will get it? And most importantly, as the title says, what do you think should be fixed in WWE 14 by THQ or whoever buys out that WWE Games asset? Well, to me, whoever buys out that asset, I think what they need to do, first of all, is sit down with the THQ and WWE game developers and say, look, you have a great idea here, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. You're having the game be released around the same time, around the fall, basically, of 2000, of the year before. And I'm sure the year before. So here's what we need to do. We need to wait until the beginning of the year to release it. And honestly, I think if whoever buys them out, if they can talk about that, kind of work that out, it would be better for the fans. Because look, THQ has proven that they can release games with the year in the title in that year. They did it with the UFC 2009. They did it with UFC 2010, if you will. They've proven that. They've proven they could do that. But now the question gets arised. Can they do it with WWE series? And I think whoever buys them, whoever buys those assets will say, look, we need to wait until the beginning of the next year, kick off that new year with the release of the game, but also it would allow, and I believe hopefully somebody talks to them about this, and they say it will also allow us and allow you guys here at THQ and at WWE Games to work out whatever bugs and whatever problems you may have. That way you're not feeling rushed. You're not feeling the demand of something being out there in time. You know, it'll be there, but you're just going to be releasing it a year, basically at the beginning of said year it's named after. So in other words, WWE 14, in my opinion, would be released if this was the direction they go in 2014. Because let's face it, it would help out THQ and whoever WWE Games and THQ never buys them out. It would help them out, it would help them out very much, because that way it would give them enough time to make sure there was nothing wrong, there was no server issues, there was no glitches, maybe a few, but not that much, no load failures, if you know what I mean, and just overall perfect it. So I think that's one thing I believe is going to happen, well, I hope will happen, I should say, when whoever buys out the assets to THQ and helps them out or takes over the franchise. But the question is, who's going to do it? Hopefully it'll be someone that's noteworthy for doing some good games. Now, as far as what I'd like to see fixed, again, I just mentioned it. The server issue has to be fixed. The glitches need to be fixed. With the exception of perhaps a few will be in there, but still overall get the glitches fixed, the server fixed, the loading fixed, the load failures fixed, and make sure those don't happen again. And overall, try to perfect and make it more smoother than what you're giving us right now. Now, I'm not saying the game isn't bad, but if you're developing games that are meant to be just for the new Xbox, then you need to come out and tell people that. Or for the new PlayStation 3s, you need to tell people that. You can't just expect them to think, oh, well, this is going to be great for my Xbox 360. You see, the only thing that works right now as far as storage goes is the memory card or cloud storage. And there's no way I'm going to have enough space on my memory card to do all my characters. Which is BS. Unless I put them in cloud storage as well. Again, which is BS. But there'll be an advantage. So hopefully things will work out. But like I said, those are some of the things I'd like to see fixed. I think also what they need to do, and I'm sure whoever buys out the assets for the WWE games, they're going to look at the people at THQ and WWE games and say, you know what? You need to make up for all these failures that you've given, all these, mess ups and server failures and all that. You need to make that up to these consumers. And here's what you're going to do. We know you like to do DLC packs. One every other month. Well, here's what you're going to do. You're going to keep doing DLC packs, not just with a limit of 3, but you're going to do DLC packs even before the release of the next one. So in other words, what I hope they would also discuss and probably fix as a bit of fix as well, but also discuss and improve on, is giving more DLC packs. And I think what needs to be done is whoever buys out these assets, one of the things they need to work with THQ and WWE games on is making sure we have multiple DLC packs. In other words, not just 3 or anything, have maybe up until, like I just mentioned, probably up till a month or 2 before the release of the new one. So that way, everything will be up to date. Like, let's say, we have the Shield now in the WWE, right? We have Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns, right? Well, instead of just having people create them, which is okay too, have them available as a DLC pack later down the line. So that way, people don't have to wait till the next game to play them. They can play them right then and there. You need something like that, if you know what I mean. Another improvement is to make sure the created system works correctly. And also not to take up as much space as it does. See, one of the things I've noticed, and I'm sure a lot of you have noticed this, is for some odd reason, when you create an arena, and you create an entrance video, it takes up about 50 megabytes of your system. Now, if you're using the hard drive, that's okay. That's fine. You're cool with it. But if you're using a memory card or cloud storage, it's not. It's not okay. It doesn't work. So, to me, what they need to do is try to condense that so that you still have the option of multiple create arenas to use to create your arena, but to shrink down on the storage space. Also do the same thing with the entrance videos. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I believe they need to improve on, besides not just that, is the community creations. Make sure there's no hackers. Make sure there's nothing uploaded that could corrupt the systems. Because I think that's what happened with mine. I downloaded a Coca-Cola logo in this logo section, and after I used that to create an arena, it crashed. It messed up. So I believe that's what they need to do. They need to make sure that no hackers and nothing corruptible is uploaded onto community creations or on community creations. Make sure those are taken care of, wiped clean. And as far as another improvement, I'm sure it will be discussed with whoever buys out the assets. Make sure that when you do a championship creator, that you allow people to create their own original championships and not use established championships as your templates. Allow people to create their own titles. You did it before, you can do it again. But to me, I believe whoever buys out the assets for the WWE games, these are things they need to work on. These are the things they need to work on. These are the things that need to be improved. And hopefully whoever buys them out from THQ and helps WWE and takes over the WWE series or works with THQ to make things better, hopefully they'll pay more attention to detail than just not doing it at all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. So tell me what you guys think. Do you agree with what I have to say here? Do you believe? Do you? That was my dog. That was my dog because some kids are skating down the sidewalk. But do you believe that this is what needs to be done? Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Video responses are greatly appreciated. But let me know what you guys think, because I believe, as a fan and as a consumer, this needs to be taken care of. Let me know what you guys think down below. Video response if you like, and I'll talk to you all later.